Welcome to the Norman News week of April 2nd. I'm Mason Lieb, anchoring alongside Nastasia Moshier-Funk.
Thanks, Mason. Stay tuned for news on peer tutoring.
As well as news on local charitable efforts.
I'm Eric Ross. Stay huddled around your TVs. It's time for sports news.
Hi, I'm Michelle Mershokri. Stay tuned for what's hot in Hollywood and this week's movie clip.
Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. The Beverly Hills Academic Tutoring Program is seeking volunteers to work with elementary school children having social and/or academic difficulties. High school students will receive community service hours. For more info, contact Adrian Weiss at adriantutor@gmail.com or call 310-285-6810. And now to Nastasia with some ways you can help your peers.
Thanks, Mason. Please email Sydney Dubin at cdubin@bhusd.org if you are interested in being a tutor. We are in need of students who can assist us with our 3 to 4 p.m. sessions, so get involved in this rewarding opportunity. Also, a great way to earn lots of community service points. We'll hold a short orientation for new tutors in a week or so. So email this week to get on our email list for that notice. Now let's learn about a wonderful donation with Mason on City Watch.
Thanks, Dazzy. Beverly Hills residents Kirk and Ann Douglas made headlines this past week for their extremely charitable efforts. The pair donated a whopping $2.3 million to the local Los Angeles Children's Hospital. The donation will specifically go towards the urology department in order to buy a robot that will perform a less invasive surgical treatment option for children, according to the Courier. This machine is top of the line in the medical field and will surely do plenty of good for our community. And now to this week's interview.
Hello, welcome to the interview of April 2nd. I'm Grace Manzo, and today I'm going to interview Tall. And Tall is going to talk about his obsession with Kobe, that he knows everything about Kobe Bryant. So, Tall, tell me, when did this obsession start?
Started just a few seconds after I was born. I
What?
knew that I was the son of Kobe Bryant.
Tall, really? Was this your first game that you saw?
No, whenever I came home, I just saw the Lakers game, and the Lakers, the all-star team of the West, they're the best in all.
And what makes Kobe Bryant so good? I'm not a fan of basketball, don't know the Lakers. I mean, I know they're from here, but what makes him so good?
What makes him so good is that he's a shooting guard, so he's determined by his shots that he shoots. So he misses a lot of his shots, but the shots that he actually does make are pretty sick and Kobe,
Is he better than the all-stars like Michael Jordan?
That's controversial. That's very
Controversial?
My opinion that he is, but I consider him Kobe 1A, Michael 1B. So yeah, it's very controversial.
When did he get drafted?
1998. I'm pretty sure 1998.
How old was he then? How old is he now? Do you know?
Right now I think he's 36, and yeah, he was 19 whenever he was drafted.
Wow, 19. So right out of high school. Well,
That's right, yeah.
he didn't even go to college, or
No, that's
No.
how good he was.
he didn't. He doesn't need college.
No, the senior needed.
But we all need college, of course.
Well, now, but Kobe was too good for college.
Really. Did you I put out the yellow flowers for your
Yeah.
obsession with the Kobe
Yeah, I
and
know.
Lakers?
Just you need to get some purple in there.
Right. Have you ever seen them play a game?
I've been to a couple of Lakers games throughout my years.
And throughout the whole game, are you actually watching, or are you just watching him? Kobe?
I watch the whole team, but like I focus a lot on him.
Focus a lot on him. If you met him, what would you say?
I would say I'm your son.
I'm your son.
Yeah, your long lost son.
You would actually go up to Kobe Bryant and be like, I'm your son.
Yeah.
You wouldn't ask for an autograph.
I would be like, can I take you home?
That sounds weird, Tall.
No, like I'll probably say like, can I play some basketball 1-on-1 against you? See how good he is.
He would definitely go easy on you.
He would probably like murder me because of how good he is. Just like, he's a fantastic shooter, fantastic everything all around.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, Tall. So thank you, but let's do some rapid fire questions. Just answer as fast as you can. Okay, favorite colors?
Purple yellow.
Because Lakers.
Yes.
Favorite food to eat?
Cake.
What kind of cake?
Strawberry.
If you could go to one restaurant with Kobe, where would you go?
Pizza station.
Pizza station. If you could travel to one country with Kobe, where would you go?
Israel.
Israel with Kobe.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's different. Thank you, Tall.
Yes.
Thank you for watching about Tall's obsession with Kobe. He's never going to stop loving him. And now back to the desk.
Thanks, Grace. Have you ever wondered the most efficient way to keep track of your health activities? Well, the Nike Fuel Band is possibly one of the most innovative and recent technologies that help motivate you to keep active throughout a long day. The Fuel Band is set up to your weight, height, and other measurements that make it accurate. The band also controls your calories, steps, and even tells you the time. I think it's time for you to check it out at the Nike store. Now let's slide on over to sports with Eli and Mason.
Welcome to the Sports Desk, the best minute of your day. Eric Ross right here, and replacement for Eli Cohen, Mason Lee right here.
Stepping in for a good Eli Cohen, gonna be a good conversation.
All right, Mason, March Madness is going on. Final four, who you got?
Okay, let me just start this off by saying we're looking at the 4 best teams in the NCAA. You got Michigan State, who everyone knew was going to get this far, okay? This does not shock me, a 7th seed in the Final Four. And then you got your ones. You have
All the
Wisconsin,
ones.
you got Duke, you got Kentucky, all great players. Personally, I'm pulling for Wisconsin, but I think Kentucky is likely to pull it out.
Kentucky, the clear
Duke can make a
favorite.
run as well. Don't overlook them.
Yeah, I love Duke. Coach K, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, just tons of great coaches. You got Coach K, Calipari.
Speaking of coaches who know what they're doing, let's hear about boys baseball.
The baseball varsity team has officially hit the halfway point on the season. The team wrapped up the month of March with 3 games this past week. The first 2 games were part of a doubleheader in which they faced off against California High School. After only managing 4 hits in the first game, the Normans put up a strong fight against their opponents, who are a top team in the state. The Normans, who were up 4-3 heading into the last inning, gave up 1 run to tie the game and lost the winning run trying to score. However, after the umpires deliberated, the runner was said to have crossed the plate before the tag was applied. Therefore, the team lost the game 5-4 on a controversial call. The next game for the team will be April 11th as they are set to take on Addleton High School in another doubleheader. Now serving to Eric with an ace on the sports team.
Thanks, Mason. Boys tennis is serving up win after win. Coach Margolin's tennis team is off to a strong start with an overall record of 7-1. The squad has been facing off against highly ranked schools, with notable wins coming against number 1 ranked Harvard Westlake and number 4 Peninsula. The squad is idle during spring break and will resume play April 14th against El Segundo. The team, led by senior captain Jonah Malkin, hopes to turn its early success into an Ocean League title. Now dishing it over to Mason with an MLB preview.
Thanks, Eric. It's time for Major League Baseball. The start of the regular season is upon us as players anxiously await to hit the field and play some ball. The opening game of the season is this Sunday, April 5th, and is between the St. Louis Cardinals and Chicago Cubs, 2 teams who are deemed favorites for the NL Central this season. Adam Wainwright and John Lester will be the starters for the respective teams. That will be the first time these 2 teams face off against each other since the 2013 World Series. On Monday the 26th, other teams will begin their season, all with the same goal of hoisting the World Series trophy in 7 months. Locally, the Dodgers, led by MVP left-handed pitcher Clayton Kershaw, will face the new-look San Diego Padres in James Field, who just lost to the Dodgers' rival Giants in the big game last October. The Angels face King Felix and the Mariners in Seattle with no starter decided on yet. While baseball fans can be happy baseball is back, fans of the group One Direction may not be so joyous. Here's Michelle with more on the story.
Attention everyone! One Direction fans all over the world are going through the 5 stages of grief as rumors spread that Zayn Malik, former member, is said to later on release a solo album. Zayn broke the hearts of many fans after breaking his silence on his reasoning behind his departure. It was already bad enough for his fans to accept his departure, but when his solo career came into the picture, many fans are grieving. Most fans right now are in the denial stage. Where are you? And now to Rachel with more news on One Direction.
Thanks, Michelle. One Direction has assured fans that their next album will be their best, but there's one thing for sure. It's going to sound a bit different. With Zayn Malik's departure from the group, their worldwide known vocals won't be the same. Over the years, fans have sang along to his verses, memorized his runs, and have been blown away by his epic live singing. With the 4 remaining guys, Harry, Liam, Niall, and Louis, forging ahead with their 5th album and on the Road Again tour, they'll try to fill the void that Zayn left behind. Let's take a look back at a few songs that just won't sound the same without Zayn. In You and I, Zayn goes higher than ever before on one of the better tracks from Midnight Memories. How about that in high note and best song ever? If you're counting, he's holding that note for 7 seconds of pure perfection. And in No Control, he may sing about not having control, but his smooth voice certainly has plenty of control on the track. His verse in Half a Heart pretty much sums up how we're feeling right now. Fans are literally half a heart without Zayn around. To conclude this list, What Makes You Beautiful, the song that catapulted the band into superstardom, just won't feel the same without its original 5th member. And now to Michelle with a movie review about a stolen piece of artwork, just like One Direction has been stealing their fans' hearts for years.
Thanks, Rachel. Woman in Gold is the amazing true story of one woman's journey to reclaim her heritage and find out what happened to her family. Maria hires a young lawyer, Randy, to help her retrieve her family possessions that were stolen earlier by the Nazis after World War II. She embarks on a long journey that even takes them to the Supreme Court. To find out what happens here, you're going to have to check it out. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie trailer.
Your son, the lawyer, how is he? Some letters I found in my sister's belongings. I need advice from someone I can trust. Can't you just help me on the side?
There is no on the side. This is a full-time job.
Oh, how can you see out of those glasses? Filthy. Here she is, my aunt, Adela, painted by Gustav Klimt.
It's quite a painting.
She was taken off the walls of our home by the Nazis. And since then, she's been hanging in the Belvedere Gallery in Vienna.
And now you'd like to be reunited.
Wouldn't that be lovely? And then there's justice.
You really think a painting that ends up as a fridge magnet will ever leave Austria?
It'd be a mistake not to take a look.
Could you drive a little faster?
We're gonna be there 4 hours early.
But I want to buy perfume and cognac in duty-free. I never thought I'd come back. That's our home on my wedding night. Half of Vienna was here.
Mrs. Altman, welcome to Vienna.
They're going to put as many obstacles in your way as possible.
We were gonna try and find a copy of your aunt's will.
Could have searched for the file on my own, you know.
Well, I wasn't going to miss all the fun. This is like a James Bond film. And you're Sean Connery.
The painting belongs to Mrs. Allman's family.
She is the Mona Lisa of Austria. We will fight you till the end for something we believe is ours.
They destroyed my family. They killed my friends. And they forced me to abandon the people and the places that I loved. I won't let them humiliate me again.
Here to file a lawsuit. We're taking the Austrian government to court. Have a nice day.
There's no way you're gonna win.
We didn't come here to eat cake. All along, you have thwarted me and closed the doors in my face.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment in history.
Once the past has been put to right, we will not have come here in vain. People see a masterpiece by one of Austria's finest artists. But I see a picture of my aunt, a woman who used to talk to me about life. We should be reunited with what is rightfully ours. Andy, can't you drive a little faster? Look, the chocolate on your donut is melting.
One man's choice cost the death of many. Recently, co-pilot Andreas Lubitz of Germanwings flight of 9525 sent the plane into descent with an intention to destroy the aircraft. Lubitz purposely crashed the plane into the French Alps, killing all 150 people on board. He took advantage of a moment in which the main pilot left the cockpit, and as he was trying to return to his pit, the door seemed to be locked by Lubitz. Although he pounded the door a numerous amount of times, Lubitz was determined to steer the plane himself and not let the main pilot in. Investigators do not exactly know what happened or why Lubitz might have intentionally crashed the plane. Our hearts go out to the victims' families, and may this terrible incident never happen again. Now to Nastasia with how you can watch live streaming instantly through just your phone.
Thanks, Vivian. A new way to share what you are doing is the palm of your hands. Periscope, the newly acquired live streaming startup purchased by Twitter for $100 million USD in the frenzy of social media. Periscope provides an instant way to deliver live video content to followers via Twitter, allowing users to engage with their fan base in real time. Periscope lets users save and replay live streams broadcast to a specific audience and collect hearts from viewers. It also gives your followers a push notification and they can watch your live stream directly. The app prompts users to send hearts if they like what they're seeing and provides better options for discovering new streams. The Periscope app is available as a free download for iOS devices from Apple's iTunes Store for free. And Nadia Hell with an interesting story.
Thanks, Nastasia. A lamb born with a terrifying face like an angry old man with a big nose shocked the farmer that helped the lamb give birth. A sheep farmer named Blasius Leverentiev, who is 45, had been waiting all week for his prize lamb to give birth. But he was shocked to see the hairy face of an old man looking up into his eyes. Mr. Leverentiev from Chikra in southwestern Russia stated her parents are both normal-looking sheep, so I have no idea how she ended up looking like this. And out of Nastasia with a tasty restaurant review.
Thanks, Yahel. At General Korean Barbecue, you are the chef. Choose from the delectable section of various beef, pork, chicken, or fish. Then cook it all up on their state-of-the-art smokeless grills, right at your table. You can enjoy portions of our traditional bankan accompanied with every meal. They also offer several dishes to choose from, perfectly prepared for you in their kitchens. Whatever your taste, you are sure to find something to tempt your palate. And now to Grace with fashion.
Thanks, Nastasia. Getting into the summer mood is hard when you have to show your toes. Your toes have to be spotless and on point, but sometimes why even bother doing them? Buy a pair of Converse to fix that problem. Recently, I just purchased a pair of Converse, and they're high tops with little rhinestones on the side of them. They're very cute and acceptable for the category of summer shoes. Vans also work very well with summer clothes and make a good statement. And now to Eli with this week's ASB report.
Hello and welcome to this week's ASB Report. I'm your host, Eli Cohen, here with Blake Ackerman. Hello, Blake.
Hi, Eli. How are you?
Good. So what is your position on ASB this semester?
I'm ASB Vice President, so I'm Vice President of the whole school.
And what do you, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
I'm head of all the clubs, and I'm in charge of making sure all the clubs that are still active on campus still get all the information that they need, and if they need to get any information out to the students, I'm in charge of getting that information out.
And if the real president's not here, you take over, correct?
Yeah, in class. If Debbie isn't here, then I'm the president of the class for the day.
That's cool. Color Wars was last week. How did it go?
Color Wars was it was pretty successful actually. Last year was a pretty awful turnout. We were disappointed, but this year was a lot better considering more kids came after their practices, but we still wanted to get teachers to come, and they didn't, so maybe next year they'll come.
And at the same time, the dodgeball tournament, which we can say annually happens, it started up again.
Yeah, dodgeball's starting up again. We're going to be taking a break this week, and after spring break, we'll be starting up again the second round.
And then today we have two big events. We had the blood drive to begin with.
Yeah, UCLA annual blood drive, every semi-annual blood drive because it happens every semester, which is awesome. And everybody's doing such a great thing. And also tonight at 6:30 is movie night, and we're showing Freaky Friday on the lacrosse field at 6:30, and it's gonna be really fun.
About the blood drive, do you know how many people signed up?
We try and get at least 200 signups, and then more are allowed to walk in, and hopefully we get the 200 people to actually donate, but kids get turned down because of different issues.
And thank you, Blake, for the. And just before we go, I have one question for you. Are you interested in pursuing politics in the future?
No, I want to be a lawyer, but politics is something that I haven't really thought about. Leadership is more my goal, and I like to educate and like help people teach people how to lead and like set a good example.
Well, good luck with that. Thank you for everything, and let's kick it back to the desk for more news.
That was straight fire, man.
And now back to the desk.
Thanks, Eli. Audio production is back. Have you ever been interested in audio production, thinking about a career in the music industry? Want to create a mix and master your own music? Audio production class with Mr. Brightman is the class for you. Whether you're interested in classical, alternative, electronic, or rap, audio production is a beginner's course for anyone who wants to explore their creative side. Room 191 on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. So hurry up and sign up because enrollment for this class will be closing soon. For more information, email Mr. Brightman. Going from behind the scenes to in front, here's Mason with News on Dance Company.
Thanks, Nastasia. The 2015-2016 Dance Company and Intermediate Dance auditions are here. Admission into Dance Company and Intermediate Dance are by audition only. Both programs are looking at year-long courses and can be PE or VPA credit. For Dance Company, receive and turn in audition applications prior to audition from Miss Finley, dfinley@bhusd.org. Auditions are Monday, March 23rd, Tuesday, March 24th, Thursday, March 26th, and Friday, March 27th from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Intermediate dance auditions are Wednesday, March 25th from 3 to 5 p.m. See Miss Finley or email dfinley@bhusd.org if you have any questions prior to the auditions.
That's all we have.
See you next time.
That's all the news for this week.
See you next week for more Norman News.